Allen Iverson is totally right about Kyrie, and nobody is arguing with him.
I heard Steve Nash was asked recently comparing Kyrie to you. And I think he was saying that Kyrie has a more complete handle package.
Right.
Is that something you agree with?
Allen Iverson knows a thing or two about sick handles. What does he think about Kyrie's style of play?
Like, guys are in their own category. Like, Kyrie is, he's really herky-jerky.
Yeah.
He's herky-jerky with it.
Yeah.
Steph.
I think of White Chocolate, I think so much of his passing.
No, he got the whole package.
That, to me, was the special, like, what he would do.
Yeah,
Kyrie, it's interesting. He puts himself into trouble, gets himself out of trouble, then goes back into it, and then his finish package is insane. Like, he can finish from crazy angles.
Between the way he can finish in traffic, the crossover, and the handle package that even AI says are goated, Kyrie really personifies poetry in motion. And because Kyrie can create with such a bag, it makes Luca's life easier.
It's way easier, man. Just, like Brooklyn blitzed me yesterday, and the next guy was Kyrie. So sometimes he was even open. So that's like easiest way to play. It's so much easier.
There are different types of great ball handlers. Some are flashy, like White Chocolate, and some are, well, Kyrie. He's a completely different class of killer crossover, although Shaq might disagree.
So where's my boy falling into that White Chocolate?
Yeah, Bill. Yeah.
That's who I would say had the best handles ever.
Jason Williams himself had a few words on Kyrie.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on Kyrie's game? The best offensive package ever?
But we'll get to his answer in a minute. Does Allen Iverson think Kyrie is the best ball handler of all time?
I heard Steve Nash was asked recently comparing Kyrie to you. And I think he was saying that Kyrie has a more complete handle package.
Right.
Is that something you agree with?
Hell yeah. He got the best.
So you think Kyrie has the best handles ever?
Ever.
Wow.
People thought the Mavs going all in on Kyrie was crazy, but here's why it worked. It is way easier when you have probably the best ball handler of all time playing beside you, right? Luca can be way more of what he is, a scorer. There's a reason that Luca is closer to a title than ever before. But a lot of dudes have sick handles. It takes way more than that to win the finals. That part of basketball is so simple, but not a lot of people know it. Kyrie does, and Luca sees that firsthand headed into the finals.
I can't do that.
How's it been with Kyrie? You guys obviously in and out last year to finish the season.
Great, man. He's a really great guy. Obviously basketball player, the way he is. But it's just been amazing. He helps me, he helps everybody in the team, and everybody loves him on the team. So he's just a great guy.
Dudes love Kyrie. That's why Kevin Durant upended his Warriors career to fight for titles in Brooklyn. Kyrie grew up a lot in the last few years, but the skill is just as mesmerizing.
It's ridiculous, his skill is funny to the point where he'll pull off we'll go through a play or something and then it's over with and he'll grab the ball and toss up a high touch the ceiling layup with his left hand and it'll just go in so easily and just he just casually just pop and go sit down and just little stuff like that he'll be doing and it's his routines are even impressive, even when we walking through stuff, you know what I'm saying?
So what makes Kyrie so special, KD?
Man, he a savant. I mean, it's like fine wine. It's only getting better, and he mastering all aspects of basketball at that position.
Underrated part of Kyrie's game, his scoring. He's basically been 25 a game since 2017, including a 50, 40, 90 season in there.
Kyrie Irving, you can't do anything to make it hard on him. You can't make the game tough for Kyrie. He's one of the best three-point shooters. He's got one of the best mid-rangers, arguably, if not the best. He's arguably the best finisher in the NBA. He has floaters with either hand, as you can see by that. He can finish with either hand at the rim.
But it always comes back to the ball handling skills.
Well, I saw Damian Lillard tweet, Dame Dollar, tweet, Kyrie Irving is the most skilled player in NBA history. And quite frankly, I'm not sure who can argue against that.
How about we hear it from the man himself, Dame Dollar?
Kyrie really different.
I think Kyrie,
He the most skilled. His game is he got the most beautiful game in NBA history.
What more you gotta say? His game is beautiful. NBA heads see it, and so should the rest of us.
You can't work on the shit that he be doing.
Right.
That's a gift.
How can you even practice playing like Kyrie does?
And I could be wrong in something that you may be answering. I've never practiced, even when I used to play basketball, shooting off the wrong foot with the wrong hand. Like jumping off your left foot and shooting with your left hand. Is that something you practice?
I didn't start working on that until the last 2 years. Cause it's like, that's, at first it came off like, oh, this is just some cute shit that people doing. Now it's literally harder for bigs to time that layup.
Right.
You go right, left, like this, they can
up.
time that. But when it's just like you in stride and you just, like, that's how you score and not get your shit pinned on the glass. So it's actually something that everybody's doing now. Same leg, same hand.
First thing I seen was Kyrie doing that shit.
By the way, not the only time he said the exact same thing.
You got courtside seats. Who you going to see?
I got courtside seats. I'm going to see Kyrie Irving. I just love the way Kyrie play. I just love the way his game look. You know
He ridiculous. He ridiculous, Dave. He ridiculous with them handles, man. That's ridiculous how he do it.
It's his handles, but it's just the way he move and how he can play the game. Like, he got the most beautiful game ever. Like, just the way it looked. I'm going to see Kyrie Irving, and
it's not just Dame. A lot of guys in the league just love to watch Kyrie play. For Jalen Green, he had the experience even when they were playing against each other.
Did any star player kind of surprise you?
I would say Kyrie. When we played him, it was like, I think he had like 50. Damn. But like the way he did it was like this nigga is like going crazy. Mm-hmm. Like he's stopping on the dime, pulling up on threes. Mm-hmm. He's throwing the ball over niggas' heads, and I'm like, bro, what's going on? Like,
that shit is impressive.
Yeah.
That shit is impressive.
And it's just like you're on the court playing against him, like you still trying to like compete, but it's like you're just in awe, like seeing what he doing. Like I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
For a lot of guys like Jason Williams, the flashiness was at the expense of winning. When White Chocolate stopped playing flashy and learned to play a little more controlled, he started winning titles. For Kyrie, it was the opposite. Speaking of J-Dub,
on Kyrie's game, the best offensive package ever, you think he's up there?
For sure he's up there. It'd be hard to put him at the best just because of his jump shot's not like
That's right, yeah.
But ball handling, he's the top as it gets for me.
Yeah.
He's the best ball handler ever.
And why?
Just because I think not only that he can handle the thing, but he can get through cracks and crevices like no other. And then spin and then puts him above everybody's ball. He can finish at the rim with either hand.
The finishing ability is insane.
Yeah, that's just like, I don't think we'll ever see that again, not in our lifetime.
Phil Handy has won 3 titles as an assistant coach, including Kyrie's only title in 2016. So he knows that it's more than just natural talent. Kyrie had to put in the work.
And Kyrie, man, just bought into the work. Mm-hmm. And that changed his whole approach to the game, to just understand how to take care of his body, right? Off the court, being in the weight room, taking care of it so he doesn't be as injured as much. But then challenging him to understand what the work means for your game. And once he saw that, it was over.
But Handy is not taking credit for that skill.
He is probably one of the most skilled dudes to ever play this game.
No question.
Agreed.
We say that all the time.
Agreed. Like from a skill standpoint.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Bruh.
Left, right.
He scored all 3 levels. Right? Yep. Most guys, they can do it, but he scores.
And he's little to be on the post getting buckets too. Bro, he definitely gets buckets on the post.
He will post you, shoot the 3, shoot the mid-range.
Isaiah Thomas is still the little man GOAT, But he had to give his flowers to Kyrie for what that dude has been doing on the court for the past decade.
Guys that have done things that I just haven't seen, like some stuff that Kyrie do with the basketball, I haven't seen that.
It does like he got on the string at times.
It's a little different. It looked like he dancing with it or something, right?
It's basically a given for some guys that Kyrie is the most skilled player in the game.
Kai has the deepest bag in the league.
Oh yeah.
No arguments there.
Yeah.
There's not been
No
a
arguments there.
because he has a counter to the counter to the counter
No
to
arguments.
that counter.
Yeah.
Danny Green got to see Kyrie from up close and personal from a young age, and he got to see him grow.
Nah, he's a magician with the basketball, man. He does some shit that...
He's different.
And I know you've caught that matchup a lot.
He does. The crazy thing is that I've seen Kai grow.
Yeah.
So I caught Kai when he's young, and I was able to like guard him well when he's younger.
Yeah.
And having that confidence early, like, kind of, I wouldn't say threw me off, but it put me in a bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It put me in a bad way. The times that I came back to guard him when he was Kai.
Yeah.
It's like, I guard this motherfucker. Like, I've guarded him before. Like, and he'll just throw some shit at you just don't expect.
That's how you get so skilled. You learn from the best.
What younger players in the league reached out to you that it caught you off guard of their maturity and their willingness to learn? Man, because I know you have a bunch.
You already know who it is.
Yeah, Kyrie. He came and stayed with me in Seattle. He was last year in Boston, so probably 3 or 4 years ago. And we worked out every day for a month. But I was surprised to hear from him. And then what's crazy is he told me the story of he used to come watch me in Seattle when he was 11 years old in the pro-ams. And he'd be the kid dribbling and doing stuff in between timeouts. So you never know who's watching.
That was little kids.
Yeah.
You're like, if I hit this shot, someone's watching, they're going to think that I'm great.
Yep.
The two even went at it in a few games of one-on-one.
There was ever footage of me and him going at it. Oh my God, it was crazy.
Who won?
He'd do a move. We actually, at the end of it, I think he won 6 wins, I had 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, not one-on-one. The one-on-one is...
So we need a game 13 then.
Yeah.
We did need game 13.
Yeah.
There's a reason the dude is still getting Handle of the Year awards at 32 years old. It's not even a question that he's still the league's most skilled player, right? Who would you put above him all time? Let us know in the comments, then watch one of these videos next. Listen to The Wrong Opinion, useless NBA trivia, and garbage rankings for more NBA content.